I'm sitting here today bare of face. I don't think I've ever done it. I have no makeup on whatsoever, and I have got really awful frizzy hair going on, but do you know, I thought I'd do sort of a get ready with me. I've seen it done and I thought, do you know what, I'll have a go. Wait, I've got my cup of tea. I have got it's a new herbal tea from, I say new, I don't know, Morrison's. It's sort of a spiced blood orange, and it's on offer at the moment for half price, and I'll show you the box in a little while, but it is incredible. Really like it. Very Christmassy, so it could be a limited edition one, but anyway, so I'm going to enjoy my tea. I'm now going to go and get my makeup. I'm just going to pop my hair back because that gets in my way, and I'm going to start off. I don't know if I'm going to do full makeup today. I've got no idea. It's certainly not a tutorial because I fudge my way through. To be honest, I haven't got much of an idea. My daughters are brilliant with makeup, but I'm not. So I'm just going to get everything ready and I will be back. I use one of these flat brushes, just from Primark, a couple of quid, for my foundation. So I pop a bit of this colour changing one on my brush. And what I tend to do, I get everything out of my little bag and then I pop it in as I've used it. Process of elimination. And then I pop a little bit of the Maybelline, so it's Maybelline Dream Urban Cover, full coverage, lightweight. It's got SPF of 50, and I have the colour 103, which is pure ivory. Just get my hair out of the way. Now my eyes are not great, so I'm hoping that I can see okay into this mirror. Has got a light on top, maybe I should use that. I tend to take it down my neck a little bit as well, because nobody wants tied lines, do they? Do you know, sometimes I've got my daughters to help me with my makeup, and if we've had occasions or whatever, or sometimes they've just done it, and they do such a lovely job, and I always think, oh, I'd love to have a go at that, you know, I'll do that, but if I do it, it never looks the same. There we go. Tend to just take it over the lips, and yeah, I think that's as good as it's gonna get, and all blended in. There we go. So that brush can now go away, and I'm going to do a dusting of powder, pressed powder. So I've got this big fluffy brush. I don't know where this came from. Oh yes, I do. It's Studio London, so I think it was a Superdrug in a pack, and I'm using the it's the foundation pressed powder. It's a Primark PS. It's £2, and it's got a mirror, but I can't show you because you can't actually see it's a mirror, it's so dirty. Anyway, so I'll give that a little go round on the powder, and I just sort of use circular-ish motions for that. I just think it helps to keep everything in place. So yeah, I know my daughter often does hauls from Primark, and she uses a lot of their makeup. It is good. As I say, £2, you know, it's, in my opinion, there's probably not a lot of difference between that and the expensive. I don't know, you're probably gonna, you know, rant in the comments now, but I find, to be honest, there's not a lot in it. So then I am going to use a blusher, and I've got the Obsession Mad About Mauve. Now, I've got a couple of Obsession things. I've got a concealer, which I don't think I'm going to use today. I don't always use that, to be honest. But I would rate this. I think this is really good, and it's a mega concealer. It's Makeup Obsession. There's 13ml in there, and I have the shade 05. I think that's really good. What I like about it particularly is the applicator, and it goes so nicely under the eyes. So yeah, I definitely would buy that again. That is one I will buy. So with the Mad About Mauve, I don't think they're mauve at all, but you've got a highlightery one called Fluke, and then one called Flirt, which is sort of a beigey brown, Heather, which is the terracotta colour I tend to use all the time, and then you've got Foxglove, which is a darker terracotta. So the three are matte, and it's only the Fluke that has a little bit of shimmer in. So what I tend to do is just do the number 3. So I put it at the obvious place and then go up and back down. Nothing fancy. There we go. And back down. Just make sure you blend it in. There we go. So that's the blusher. Now moving on to the highlight. There again, don't always do it, just depends how I feel. This is W7 Glow Commotion, and it's a shimmer highlighter eyeshadow. I've never seen that on there before. It's a blooming big eyeshadow, isn't it? But I suppose you can use it here as a bit of highlight. That could be why. I don't know. Right. Oh, I haven't put it on the cheeks. Silly me. Just give it a little bit of highlight, bit of sparkle. Now, I watch my daughters. You put a little bit on the end of your nose, apparently, but I don't want to end up looking like, well, like I've got light on the end of my nose. So it's eyebrow time. I had to pull this nearer because the mirror, that is, I need to see that. I use, or this is the best thing I feel I've ever used for eyebrows, and I do need them because I'm dark haired and my eyebrows are quite light. But this is a pomade, and it's a Revolution pomade, brow pomade in graphite, and I love it. I have had it for years, and there's not a lot left in there really, but it'll keep me going for a bit longer. I think it's about £6, £7, but there again, I think some of you might rant at me. I've had this probably for 3 or 4 years, must have done 3 or 4 years. I don't use it all the time, I use other stuff, but the pomade is my favourite, so I'll always try and use that when I can. So basically, I've just got one of these slanty brushes. You know, the light's not great in here. I might have to turn and do one off camera. So basically, I use one of these little slanty brushes, and then you've got the little spoolie at the other end that you can use. Okay, the brows are on. Always makes me feel so much better when the brows are on. They just frame your face. Anyway, they're not the greatest today, typical on camera, but as I always say to my girls, they're sisters and not twins. Remember that. Right, next mascara. It's a Primark. It's False Lash Queen from the PS range. It is a, gosh, when you know you're getting old. But it's weird because I wear my glasses for distance, but usually not up close, but I've started to notice maybe my eyes are not so good close. It's dramatic volume, fullness and length. So this is in a lovely colour container, and I think it's about £3. Now my daughter's recommended this. I have to bring the mirror near. Yeah, they said it was a good one to use, so I got it, and yes, I think it is, because I have sort of spent, you know, around a tenner on mascaras before, but you probably don't need to. I don't think this is waterproof, that's the only thing, but hopefully there won't be any tears today. I can't think there should be. Cross fingers. Having said that, I don't know about you, but I found myself a little bit emotional. I know I had a bit of a trauma this last few weeks, but I found myself crying at things that I wouldn't normally cry at, you know. I've been following a lady on YouTube. There again, my daughter recommended that I follow her, and she is starring in one of the West End musicals, and they have opened up. It's Les Mis, and they've opened it up again. They're doing the concert version. So she's vlogging, she's doing vlogmas, and you get to go behind the scenes with her as she's recording. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to turn this way. And, oh dear, look what I've done. I'm going to give you a tip for that though. Big old splodge. Yeah, she's been recording, and when she's backstage, you can actually hear the people in the audience, and you can hear the music. And oh my goodness, it is just so emotional. I just cried my eyes out. And you know, even the theatre had all sort of pictured boards up out the front, and Cameron McIntosh went out to take them down, and wow, they all stood there and clapped, and that was just so emotional. I cried my eyes out. Anyway, I'm going to turn the camera off because I'm going to show you a tip if you get a big splodge of mascara on your face. So the immediate reaction is to try and get it off, but let it dry and use a cotton bud. But the most important thing is you let it dry, because if you try and get it off when it's wet, it just smudges everywhere. I can't remember who told me about this, but look what happens. It literally comes off onto the cotton bud and it's gone from the face. So there we are. The important thing is let it dry. So now I'm going to flatline with my black liner. This is something the girls bought me years and years ago. I've had it forever, and it's by Urban Decay, and it is a good liner. Now I use it to go underneath the eyelashes, and it does make your eyes pop a little bit, and I've heard it's particularly good for older ladies. Now I know you can pull up your eyelid, but I just literally go in and put it underneath, and let's see. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a difference. I'll just do the other side. I might have to turn to the light. I think you're supposed to go up right near the root of the lash. Yeah, there we go. So that's that. Now, I love eyeshadow. I love the eyeshadow looks that you see. They're amazing. I can't do it. I can't. I try, but I always end up looking like I've got 2 bruises for eyes. I really do. I keep thinking one of these days I'm going to sit down and I am going to watch some tutorials, certainly for older ladies, to see how it's done. But I try, but it's not good. So 9 times out of 10, I don't bother. And if I do, I then feel conscious that I'm wearing it. I'm just going to pop a lip liner on. There again, I think it's a Primark. It's very, very old. It's sort of a corally colour, because I'm just going to turn. Oh, it's hard to talk, isn't it? I was going to say my favourite lipstick colour is red, but second would be coral. I was going to say that red is night and day is coral, but I wear red in the day. I love red. Anyway, I've got this lipstick is one of my favourites and probably coming towards the end. It is, I believe, a Revolution. It's all worn off because I've had it a long time, but it's called Everything's All Right. Oh, well, that's good anyway, isn't it? Right, I'm now going to put that on. I don't use a brush. But I think a lip liner helps. And this one has got, If there's any left, I'll try and grab a little bit out there. Yep, it's got some gloss on the other end. Particularly like that. There we go. So that's as much as I do for every day. The only thing left now is the bane of my life, the hair. I know I'm lucky I do have hair, but it has changed over the years. It used to be long and thick and wavy and dark, and now it's okay, but it's a lot thinner, and it's very wiry at times, and it hasn't got a nice texture to it. And I find no matter what I buy, what masks I use, what shampoo I use, how I dry it, whether I use a serum or not, do you know, there's not a lot in it. And if anybody's got any hair tips, I'd love to hear them. I think I have been looking after it during lockdown, and as I've had the time to, you know, it's not just wash your hair and dry it and run out the door. I have had time, and I've sort of slept in coconut oil, and not literally in coconut oil, but you know, on the hair. And I've used rosemary essential oil with sweet almond oil that I've rubbed into my hair. Obviously you do that before you go into wash, and I've used some treatments, some argan oil, etc, etc, and it's getting there. But I used to love to hot roll my hair, and I would, this is probably where it all went wrong, and colour as well, because I am probably white now. But yeah, I used to use my hot rollers constantly and probably daily back a few years ago, and I would do them every morning, and then have them on while I'm doing my makeup, and out the door with it all lovely and curly. And you know, by the end of the day the curls would drop, but they would be pretty. So I used to love doing my hot rollers, but alas, it is not good for your hair, even with protection spray, etc, etc. Anyway, I have waffled on. I hope I haven't waffled on too much. I'm sorry if I have. Anyway, it's been lovely this morning. I've really enjoyed doing this, actually. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all coping, and I will look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow. Bye for now.